All right, so given the following exponential function, identify whether the change represents growth or decay. So exponential function, so going back to my formula, there's my exponential equation, y equals ab to the x power. A is my initial, b is my growth or decay factor, and x is my time. Sometimes in the question, they're going to ask you to go back to the percentage rate, which means my growth factor needs to become a rate. All right, so is this growth or decay? So I have 1.059. Well, we know that B is what determines whether it's growth or decay. And if B is greater than 1, then it is growth. Okay, B is less than 1, then it is decay. So this is a growth. All right, might as well look at example 5 at the same time. Is this growth or decay? Well, because it's not greater than 1, it's between 0 and 1, it is decay. So if B is between 0 and 1, then it is decay. And once again, if you do not understand this notation, please write it out in words so that you can understand. All right, so now what I need to do is make it back into percent. All right, so determine the percentage rate of increase or decrease. Well, let's talk about it. We've just covered how it looks like we're increasing and decreasing with the percent. So now they've given me the answer that I had, and they're just asking me what is the percentage increase, for example, in this question. All right, so let's talk about it. We know that we did 1 plus percent divided by 100, and that's just my B, right? Because I'm only caring about my B. And whenever I do that, I'm going to get what is in B currently, which is 1.059. So going back into middle school, right, when you were solving equations, right, I'm going to delete the actual parentheses real quick. How would I isolate everything so that I just have percent on its own? Okay, so this is not divided by 100 on the whole thing. So I would start off with this number here, which is a 1. So I would subtract 1 from both sides. So I would get percent over 100 equals 1 minus that, which is 0.059. Now, what would I do now to get, again, to isolate percent? Well, right now, what's bothering it is divided by 100, so I would multiply it by 100. And if you don't understand this, don't worry. I'm just showing you the math to it. I'm going to give you a shortcut. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 100, that canceling out. So percent is equal to 0.059 times 100. And you're going to put that in the calculator. But for me, I know when I multiply by 100, I move it 2 decimal places to the right. So that's going to be 5.9%. Now, your most important thing for you to do is to do a check. You are going to check to see if you were right when you did this. So you must check because it's easy to check. We know 1 plus the percent, which I'm saying is 5.9 right now, divided by 100 is going to give me my growth factor, which is 1.059. So you're going to stick that right into a calculator and make sure it's true because there's no sense in you getting the question wrong for no reason. So once you type it into a calculator, does it give you your growth? Yes. So this is checked out. This is working. Okay, so a little bit of middle school. I'm going to do the same thing for example 5, and then I'm going to give you a shortcut that works for no matter the situation. All right, so once again, this time it's decay. Well, what is my function for decay normally? My B, right? Because I don't care what A is, just B, because I'm trying to find this as a percent. So it's going to be 1 minus, because it's decay, whatever the percent is divided by 100, and that's going to equal what is in decay right now, or what is in the B factor right now, which is 0.492. So now what I'm going to do is, again, use my middle school math to solve my equation. So again, divide by 100 is not over the whole thing. So how do I get rid of just this? I would subtract 1. So subtract 1. So that goes away. I'm going to have negative percent over 100 equals negative 0. And that one I do need to do in the calculator. So 0.492 minus 1, 508. And then what would I need to do to both sides now? Multiply both sides by 100. Okay, so this is going to go away. So I have negative percent is equal to that times 100, which is negative 50.8. And then I'm going to divide both sides by this negative 1 to get rid of that negative. So I'm going to get percent is equal to positive 50.8%. And again, we're going to check it to make sure. So here's my check. I always want you to check on this question. So if I'm doing checkouts, you have to show me the check in the calculator. My check says decay, which is 1 minus percent over 100. must equal 0.492. So my percent is going to be my answer, which was 50.8. And if this is true, then I know I'm okay. So 1 minus 50.8 divided by 100. And is that true? Yes, it is. So I'm good. All right, so that's just a quick thing as to how to do it mathematically. Now I'm going to show you the shortcut. And I'm going to write the shortcut here. And then I'm going to prove the shortcut with the two problems that we just did. So shortcut is going to be take the absolute value of 1 minus b and multiply it by 100. Okay, so take the absolute value of 1 minus b and multiply it by 100. Absolute value means take the positive. So this is to do these two questions, and we're going to just check them really quickly in the calculator to make sure it works. So take the absolute value of, and I just click absolute value here. You don't actually have to do that. You can just wait till you see whether it's negative or not. So actually, I'll do it both ways in case you forget where this button is. So that's absolute value, but I'll do it without it for a second. 1 minus b, so in this case, 1.059, and then multiply that by 100, the whole thing, so times 100, right? Then take the absolute value, which means just make it positive. So 5.9, was that what I got? Yep, 5.9%. Now I'm going to do it with this one. So again, 1 minus b, which is 1 minus 0.492, all right, multiply that by 100, and take the positive value. So that's 50.8. Was that what this one was? Yes, it was 50.8. So this is the shortcut. Absolute value is just going to do it for you. So it'll always make anything negative positive. So if you just want to do it like that, you can see that it's made it positive for you. So you can put in absolute value, or you can just remember it's always a positive value. So it's 1 minus whatever your b is times 100. Let's practice. Let's practice.